No reason and with no proof after I fired Lion James Comey, a total sleaze. First reported by the New York Times, we should point out the counterintelligence probe was happening simultaneously with the obstruction of justice investigation.
Now, this started after the firing of former FBI Director James Comey. The question behind both parts of the investigation: was the president helping Russia against U.S. interests?
Now, the investigation was handed over to Robert Mueller, of course, and it's not yet clear what happened to it after that point. To explain, CNN reporter Erica Orden is with us now. Good morning to you, Erica. What are you learning, and how are you piecing this together?
Well, as you mentioned, one of the things that has emerged in recent hours is that there was, in addition to the criminal probe into possible obstruction of justice over Comey's firing, that there was this counterintelligence investigation into whether Donald Trump was or has been working as an asset of the Russian government or an agent of the Russian government. And one of the things that was interesting in the New York Times story on this is they mentioned that there was a lack of clarity as to whether he might have been doing this knowingly or unwittingly. And what this all really does is put a sharper point or a finer point on what, as everyone has understood to be the sort of basic inquiry of the Mueller probe, which is whether there was collusion in the Trump campaign with Russia. And this is sort of a more specific question, which is, again, whether Trump himself has been working as an agent of the Russian government.
All righty. Erica Orden, appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joining me now to discuss this, Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick, Republican from Pennsylvania, also a former FBI supervisory special agent and federal prosecutor. Perfect day to have you on the show. We invited you here before this story broke. Congressman, thanks for being on New Day.
My pleasure. Good morning.
All right, so let's start here with just your reaction to the headline here. FBI opened inquiry into whether Trump was secretly working on behalf of the Russians. Your reaction to the reporting?
Yeah, so two things that you want to look for there, and I haven't seen the New York Times story yet. Number one, what type of investigation is it? Because in FBI world, there's assessments, and there's 8 different types of those, and then there's preliminary inquiries, which have limited scope, and then full field investigations. That's the first thing. The second thing, Victor, anytime an investigation is open on an elected official, member of the media, member of the clergy, they're put in sort of a separate category called SIMs, sensitive investigative matters, which require the highest levels of approval. So in this case, it would have been the deputy director at the time, which was Andy McCabe, and also requires coordination with DOJ and the deputy attorney general, which at which point it would have been Rod Rosenstein. So it sort of raises more questions. But I think one of the reasons why all members of Congress should be supporting the Mueller investigation, and he was my former boss at the FBI. He's going to do a very thorough job, I have no doubt. And not only should we be supporting it, but signing on to legislation as I have to protect that investigation is because we need the conclusions, and we should all want that.
So President Trump has been tweeting over the last hour about this story, about Bob Mueller, about Comey, McCabe as well. His first tweet, he says here that the investigation was opened for no reason and with no proof. You're a former supervisory special agent. Give me the truth on this. How much work would it take, and the threshold to cross into investigating a president for potentially working on behalf of a foreign government against U.S. interests, would that happen for no reason and with no proof?
Which is why it helps to know what type of investigation this is, Victor. So generally the standard is information or allegation, which is a fairly low threshold because investigations are fact-finding matters. You find facts to get to a conclusion. The second key piece here, though, is not only the threshold, but what the approval level would be. And in this case, given the subjects in this investigation, it's the highest levels of the Bureau and the Department of Justice. So these investigations are not open on a whim, for sure.
All right, let me get to the shutdown now the longest in U.S. history while we have you. You have said that the government should be reopened. What's your case to the White House? Why should they? You're an outlier on your side of the aisle to continue to vote for opening these departments. What's your case to the White House?
The most basic function of Congress is to fund the federal government, and it is unacceptable and inexcusable not to do that. Government shutdowns are no venue and no tool that should ever be used to negotiate a policy positions. And Victor, these are important discussions to be had. Border security, DACA, they're very important, and we have to solve it for sure. But this is not the terrain on which to do it. You don't hold 800,000 federal employees hostage. And I lived through a government shutdown in 2013 where we had to go through, when I was an FBI agent, I was a supervisor, where we had to go through the very tough decisions of designating essential versus non-essential employees. We had to furlough professional staff, and there are national security implications to doing that. When you get to air safety, having TSA screeners and air traffic controllers being furloughed makes air travel much less safe. And the irony here, Victor, is we are simultaneously defunding border security. The Border Patrol, CBP, and the Coast Guard, the three entities responsible for border security, all in the name of a border security argument. It makes no sense. We have to open the government up, then we need to have these discussions.
Let me ask you about Congressman Steve King before I let you go. Has made some comments recently telling the New York Times, specifically as it relates to the terms white nationalist, white supremacist, Western civilization. How did that language become offensive? Would you support a censure of Congressman King?
Yes. Outrageous and inexcusable and unacceptable.
Let me take that a step further. What then are your thoughts about the racist comments made by the President of the United States?
I don't think it's ever acceptable under any circumstances whatsoever. We're better than that.
And should the Congress take official action to send that message to the White House?
I think, yes, anytime any racist comment is made, it should be condemned in the strongest terms by everybody, including both